What is going on, everybody? CJC presents WandA Workouts and Anime, and the chapter 1127 has finally come out. It is a short chapter, but holy fucking shit, is it a banger! So we're gonna go through, break it down. Overseeing today's video will be some One Piece Pirate Wars 4 gameplay. I'm not sure who's playing, but we are going to find out. Or, I guess you'll find out. Anyway, let's start off with the beginning. Of course, we have our cover story with Yamato now coming across Inuarashi, who is now the daimyo of Kuri. Pretty cool. And they're growing concerned after these disappearances. So, who's to say what the cause is? Perhaps someone's lurking on the island, or like I said last review, where this cover story is actually taking place in the future. And that mud guy, I forget his name, but the one who's snitching to Blackbeard right now about the three ancient weapons. Perhaps he's on the island. Who knows? But we go through, and we are in Elbaf for sure. I mean, if you couldn't tell by like the first two panels, I believe this is the Adam's tree. If not, it's just the Yggdrasil. But it's funny. So they're playing with Norse mythology, right? The great sun god. They're like different gods that they have. And it looks as if they are just kicking these things' asses. And I love that there's like a god for everything, essentially. And that this ear god is a freaking enormous rabbit, which plays into factor later, and it's freaking hilarious. So we see that Nami's in this castle. A lot of people speculated that perhaps Nami got kidnapped by Loki for another marriage thing. Thankfully that wasn't true, because if it was, I mean, come on, Oda. But Oda is cooking, and Nami just is shook at the fact that, like, where the hell is she? What the hell are these big ass fucking bees? And you know, we have our cloud friend. I have terrible with names. Just coming up. Hey, where are we? And the outfits for Elbaf so far are fucking flames. We get a full look at what Nami's wearing. And she goes, I don't even remember changing. She's crying. Now, this is interesting. She's crying out for the monster trio and Usopp. And then I'll comment more on it later. But no mention of Chopper, which is interesting. So she kind of remembers, but kind of doesn't. But we hear Usopp's voice, so we go chasing. And although we said it was like Legoland, but perhaps that's just regular gravel. Like a regular gravel road for all we know. But then this freaking big, like, hamster thing, and then Nami shook, attacks immediately, no questions asked, and then just starts running. Like, this was such a funny fucking chapter. And then we find Usopp, but he's just getting eaten alive by this giant cat. It's such a freaking great chapter. And then strikes with Zeus. There we go. I apologize. I said the cloud thing. Zeus. Strikes the cat thing with Zeus. And then the freaking cat just gets a lot bigger. And then they start to piece together. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. This drink could cause hallucinations, and we get to see more of a clear picture of what Usopp's wearing. Got some overalls, something on his wrists, a helmet, and he has a beard on for some reason. All right, cool, dude. And it looks like they're about to jump off, and then Usopp's like, all right, if it's just a hallucination, I can take it. And this man just gets fucking washed by this giant ass cat. The cat kind of reminds me of the one from Alice in Wonderland. Or Cheshire Cat, whatever it is. And it's just funny fucking panels, man. Like, the comedy in this chapter is top tier. And it's beautifully drawn. Like, we get to see the castle crashing as the cat. It looks like some sort of king cat. I don't know if that's the sun god that the giants were referring to earlier. But this cat is a king of something. I don't know if it's the leader of Elbaf. I doubt it. If this is Loki, that would be insane. But I doubt it that it is. And of course they come crashing down. And then this cat turns into a lion. and they are shook. So it looks like they're about to be cooked, and then freaking Nami puts Usopp in front of her, and he's like, "Hey, I'm not a shield." And then, of course, we know Sanji's coming when he has when there's heart in the text for Nami-san. I'm surprised it wasn't translated to Nami-swan. But we get to see freaking Sanji pull up Infrajambe. I believe this was mistranslated. It's supposed to be Gear 3rd, but it was translated to Gear 4th. But we see Luffy come in. We see Zoro charging up against his line, and they all cook this lion. Twister, whip, strike. And freaking Nami shook. Usopp's already shook. And then they knock this lion back down to a regular cat. But I wonder what happened to its crown. I guess the crown got destroyed in the process. But we get to see their fucking fits. Holy shit. Like, their outfits are actually fucking fire. Like, if we're doing a tier list for outfits, this has to be S tier. Because this is the fucking drippiest fit. All of them got drip right now. Like, there's no other way to put it. I love what Luffy's wearing. I think, for me, it's a toss-up of drippiest between Zoro and Sanji. It's a toss-up. Like, I guess in order, either Zoro, Sanji, I go Luffy next, and then probably Nami, then Usopp, because, you know, Usopp just looks like he's cosplaying as a giant with the freaking fake beard and everything else. But it looks like they've been on there for a few... excuse me, my mic fell. It looks like they've been on there for a few days, and it turns out they're the one who killed this mighty ear god, and they basically grilled it and ate it. That's insane. That's such insanity. So it looks like I want to say they've been here for a few days, because even talking about the bees and stuff like that, Sanji's like, hey, you know, don't go after the bee, and, you know, it'd be a shame to waste since they're so nutritious. And then Nami's just like, how are you guys taking this place in stride? So it looks like they've been there for a bit. But that takes us to the end of this chapter. We got a break next week. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and who has the best drip so far. Now, here's an interesting thing to point out, that there's no sign of Chopper yet. So not really sure what's happening there. I don't know if they're gonna go look for Chopper, but no sign of him, so we'll see where he's at, hopefully next couple of chapters. I mean, I'm assuming he's on Elbaf somewhere, right? Like, there's no way he got kidnapped. So we'll find out. See you in the comment section below and in the next video. Peace.